Hi, I'm Julie Owen Morris from chronicleinChrist.com and the book Chronicling in Christ. In James 1, 2-5, it says, "Don't run from tests and hardships, brothers and sisters. As difficult as they are, you will ultimately find joy in them. If you embrace them, your faith will blossom under pressure and teach you true patience as you endure. And true patience, brought on by endurance, will equip you to complete the long journey and cross the finish line, mature, complete, and wanting nothing. If you don't have all the wisdom needed for the journey, then all you have to do is ask God for it, and God will grant all that you need." I was reading this yesterday, and it reminded me of Richard Rohr's book, Falling Upward. In that book, he makes the case for two phases of life. The first phase is when we establish our job, our personality, our understanding of society, etc. In this phase, we think success is based on our accomplishments and material possessions, etc. It is our superficial false self. In my first phase, for example, I wanted new cars and clothes, and I wanted to run my own successful clinic and write innovative and well-known journal articles. In the second phase of life, usually the latter half, we realize if we put in the work, that the things we thought were important in the first half of life really don't matter much. Instead, what matters is love and connection, especially a deep connection with God. We realize what our true work should be, and we learn what we are all about at the core, our true self, who God created us to be. Through the pain, we shed layers that we didn't really need, and we realize that life is about serving others. In my second phase, I want to help others hurt less and give them hope so they can keep trying another day. So how does one get from the first phase to the second phase? Unfortunately for us, trauma and grief seem to be the way. Rohr says, normally a job, fortune, or reputation has to be lost. A death has to be suffered. A house has to be flooded, or a disease has to be endured. How many of you know a whole lot about enduring a disease? How has that changed you and what you now know to be important? In the introduction of my book, Chronicling in Christ, I share how the first quarter of 2007 included a house fire, a lupus diagnosis, and an ex-husband who said he no longer loved me and wanted a divorce. What I knew of life fell apart, and what followed was 3 years of unrelenting stress. The fire and the ex-husband are now no longer an issue, thankfully, but lupus is lifelong, and it provides painful daily reminders of its presence. People have told me several times that they think I'm an old soul or wise beyond my years, but I think it's just a combination of the things that have happened in my life, particularly my autoimmune diseases, and my willingness to contemplate what is truly important in life, who I really am, and who I long to become. Along with these things comes a deeper faith. If you are reading this, you are likely ill. Do you spend time thinking about how this chronic illness has changed your perspective? Although you never would have chosen it, have you grown through it? Has your purpose changed? Through your trials and pressure, have you developed more patience? Have you ever experienced joy in the middle of pain? Do you long to complete the long journey and cross the finish line, mature, complete, and wanting nothing? If you're not sure how to handle your illness right now and you're not sure how to endure all the daily symptoms, ask for wisdom and help. The end of verse 5 says, "He, that is God, gives lavishly and never scolds you for asking." So put your faith in Him, and you will not only endure, but learn and grow through this pain. Thank you so much for listening, and remember to stay chronically in Christ.